All right, so section 2.1, number 60. I'm going to read the problem, and then I'm going to set up my diagram. Okay. In this one, it's a banking issue, so we don't have a nice physical thing to go by, but we can certainly set up a drawing that describes the situation. Okay, so it says, we plan to invest $12,000 in two funds, one paying 4.5% and one paying 5% simple interest. Okay, so you're not paying interest on the interest, you're just pulling the money out. Your goal is to obtain a total annual interest income of $560 from the investments. So what's the least amount that you can invest in the 5%, the riskier one, in order to meet your objective? Okay, so here's the picture I'm going to use. I'm going to start with $12,000 in my initial pot. Okay, I'm going to put some of it in my 5%, or my riskier one. Let's call that X. Okay, and I want to put the least amount in that one, but I want to put the remainder of 1,200 minus X is, 12,000 minus X is, well, 12,000 minus X, and I'm going to put that in the 4.5%. Okay, now I want my, looking for a total income of $560. Okay, so how can we get there, right? What's the least amount we can put in the risky fund to get this return? All right, so if we want our total income to be $560, we want that to be equal to the interest from 5% plus the interest from the 4.5%. Okay? All right. So how much interest do we get from our 5%? Well, it's 0.05 times however much we invested in that fund, and we invested X amount of dollars in that fund. The interest we're getting from our 4.5% is 0.045 times how much we invested in that fund, the remainder after we've invested into our 5%. Okay? All right. So this total has to equal 560. Okay? Now, we can distribute this thing, right? I have multiplications, I have additions, right? But if I distribute this, then I can get rid of this parenthesis term. Okay? 0.45 times 12,000. And I have to bust out my fancy dancy calculator to do that. Okay? 12,000 times 0.045. All right, that's 540. Okay? Minus our 0.045 times the X, right? So that's the 0.045 distributed through, so I no longer have this parenthesis term. This term I haven't done anything with, so it follows along. Okay? This term I haven't done anything with, so that follows along. All right, so now I have my terms with the X, and I want to move the terms without the X over. So I'm going to subtract the 540 from each side. Okay, 560 minus 540 comes out to be 20. We're going to get 0.05x minus 0.045x. Okay. Now there are two ways of doing this. You can take our 0.045, subtract off the 0.045, or you can break it up. Realize that there's an X in each term. 0.05 minus 0.045 times the X. Okay. 0.05 minus 0.045, regardless of which way you do that, this is going to come up with a result of 0.005 times X. Okay. This side, again, we haven't done anything with, so that stays as 20. So now to get x by itself, we need to divide both sides by the 0.0045. It's 0.005. Okay, right. So on this side, we're leaving an x. On this side, we are taking our 20 and dividing by this small decimal, which will make it get larger. So we get that x comes out to be $4,000. Okay, that's how much we need to invest in the high-risk fund. The remainder, 12,000 minus 4,000, which is 8,000, goes into the lower yielding but more stable fund. All right. Hopefully you followed the process. Good luck.